I'm sitting there fighting Joe, whole team fighting. Then we all go in the locker room, we just look at each other and just laugh and just like, it's all love and stuff. So I think that's when we all knew that we had each other back and that it was like nothing that happens in the season is going to tear us down. Like, we're going to fight to the end. We're going to make sure each of us get our goals that we want.
Bam! I hope you enjoyed this conversation today with PQ. I wanted to start with that quote because we are close to 9,000 subscribers. We're going to be giving away some of my Joe Burrow collection out to you on some upcoming live streams. Let's get to it. Let's go! You learned under Devin White. Devin goes, and you didn't start the year before. It was Jacob and DQ, and you were waiting your turn. What was that year like to finally get your moment and have the season that you had?
Yeah, so I remember sophomore year, Dave Ryan asked me if I wanted to play Mike because he wanted me to start at Mike, and I was just like, no, I don't want to play Mike. And that was probably a stupid decision, but I just wanted to sit behind Devin, and I wanted to play that position. So I just did that for the whole year and started getting play time here and there. And then going into that last year, I didn't start the first 4 games. Coach O didn't want me to start, so
wow,
it's just something that I had to work for, which makes it even that much better.
Did that hurt?
It did hurt. It did hurt. I remember after the spring, he called me in the office and it was just like, I'm not letting you start at rover position this year. You and Jacob going to have to battle for it.
Wow. Huh?
It's crazy.
I didn't know that.
It is crazy.
He said, I just wish people understood what athletes were really like and the narratives and all of that. What did you mean by that specifically? Was there a moment, or was it just something that just came to your mind when that actually happened?
It just came to my mind because it's like it's so much stuff that athletes like just go through in general. When you're at the facility, nobody knows what you're going through at the facility. You could have problems with a coach. You could have problems with somebody in the front office. I mean, you never know. A problem with a teammate. There's so much different stuff that goes on, and you still have to go out there and put that act on like nothing's wrong, like you're perfectly fine. You have to go out there and be the best you.
Always get along in locker rooms. Sometimes you have teammates you don't like.
Right.
Is that still a real thing at the college and NFL level?
Yeah, definitely. It's always teammates that you don't like for whatever reason. Maybe they play the same position you don't want them to be in your position, or maybe it's somebody on the other side of the ball that you got to go against all day at practice, so you just never know. But I mean, it's a part of what makes a team great. You're not going to be perfect. Your team never going to be perfect, but those who find a way to come together and eventually just put all their stuff aside usually makes it out.
You go from Burrow to Lamar. That's so insane. That is still so insane to me. That is so wild. Like just my 2 favorite college quarterbacks. What was it like, and what is it like playing with Lamar Jackson?
It's crazy. Lamar is a game changer. Like, you just can't describe the stuff that he does on the field. He can make any throw on the field. If the throws ain't there, he can run. He can do whatever he wants. He can make you miss. If you tackle Lamar, it's probably because he wanted you to tackle him. So when you play with a guy like that, that's electric like that, it's just stuff that you got to see.
My favorite thing is you and Marlon Humphrey on Twitter. I just love the back and forth. It is so freaking funny. I wanted to show you this. No NFL player does it better. The fishing photo. You really believe you're the best fisherman?
I do.
Because you're going fishing right after this. I met your fishing buddy. What's his name?
Taylor.
What's good? He was telling me about how intense you are. Like, you take it serious, man. You got the hook? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Hook? I don't know. You truly believe it. Like, there's some country boys in the NFL that's going to take this personal. Number 1 fisher.
Let him.
What makes you the number 1 fisher?
I do it the best. The proof is there. I mean, if anybody want to get together and we could do a fish off, we could get the stuff rolling and get the ball rolling. I've been trying to set it up. Just need some more names to put out there.
Friedrich Nietzsche, famous philosopher, wishes he could have something said like this. Quote, from famous philosopher Patrick Queen of Ventress, Louisiana. They really got snakes that if they bite you and you don't get an antidote, in seconds you can die. Like, who made them?
It's crazy.
This tweet sent at 6:43 p.m. Were you just sitting, or what were you doing?
I was actually watching a documentary, and for some reason snakes came up, and I ended up looking one up, and it was a freaking, whatever the name is, I don't remember, but it was literally like, it's so venomous that if you don't get an antidote within 45 seconds, you're dead. So it's literally impossible. Unless you just got the antidote on you, magically got it.
Why did you make these? You just really quickly, I wanted to show you this. I bet you this one felt pretty good.
Yeah, that felt pretty good.
I mean, look at this. Look at that drop. Got the single-digit number, the 48 not weighing you down anymore. You got to admit, the single digit's a thing, huh?
It just makes you a little smoother, that's all.
And Jamar's right there, bro. I know that felt sweet.
It felt great. It felt amazing.
And y'all got the dub, didn't you?
Yep, 1 by 3. It felt amazing.
Let's go to the next one here. All right, break this play down. You can use any random terms as you possibly can. This was kind of a big one right here.
So this one, we just in quarters. That was actually supposed to be Jacoby Stevens' play. A wide receiver went under and one went up. And I saw that they was trying to clear me out, and they was trying to get me to bite on the under. And I remember Jacoby at practice steady not getting back because he has a threat going to the flat as well. So it's kind of hard to play both positions. And I just squeezed it all the way back and gave him a little room so I could help him out. And they ran the play. It was actually supposed to be him on the dig, but he didn't run the dig. They ran backside dig, and I just picked the ball off.
That's crazy. So that was supposed to be Jacoby Stevens sinking back on the dig. Correct. Right here. And you just had the presence. So you just freelanced this.
Correct.
Unbelievable. I didn't know that.
Yep. It's crazy.
Okay. Now, I want to say the best for last, okay? So for people that don't know football, we do film studies and stuff like that. There's a difference between watching on the broadcast angle. This goes back to the athlete thing you're saying.
Right.
Okay. You can't watch football just from the broadcast angle and get the full thing.
Right.
So what I want you to do is break down this play, and I'm going to give you a little bit of my commentary on it afterwards, okay? Yeah. So I think you remember this right here.
Yeah, so this one we were in Mike Blitz. It was a zone. I can't remember the name of it. But we were supposed to rotate. And I was supposed to go to the field side, and then Jacob was supposed to go to the weak side. And for whatever reason, we ain't communicated. And you saw me trying to get over there, but I just stayed and played back. And I saw the dude go in motion. And the only time the dudes go in motion, they run schemes, like glitch plays, gadget plays, and stuff. And once the dude went back around, I knew they was running the screen, so I just went back, fought my way through.
So you freelance this one too?
Basically.
Just reading it. So this is the All-22. So this is what you guys watch in film. Yeah. And what I want people to see is this is a touchdown if you don't make this play.
Because they got a blocker for the corner and everybody else on this side of the field.
And Christian did a good job squeezing this play down to allow you to run it from the backside.
Yep.
Only the fastest running back in ACC history from Louisiana who you chased down. And you see it here.
He gone.
Folks, I get chills. I've always wanted to ask you about this. And I've done actually a video on this play, a deep dive on this play. And it was always something that I wanted to ask you face to face. I didn't want to reach out. I wanted to see you actually break this down. So, here's what I wanted to say that for the end. Okay? As great as Joe Burrow is, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, those guys are going to the Hall. You still got your chance, obviously. This game is a different game if you don't make that play, because he scores. He scores. And they had all the momentum. And it could be a difference. It's scary to think about. It honestly is. Now, I think, obviously, if you have the greatest quarterback of all time on your team, you think you're going to win that game, but you don't know.
Right. And I think it's something that we talk about as defensive players from LSU is like how they always talk about the offense, like giving them credit like they earned it, not taking nothing away from them. But it's just there's so many games like Auburn where we gave up 20 points to win the game. You think about Alabama, we held them to 13 points going into halftime.
Right. You
think about Texas A&M, the Ole Miss, where we shut the dude down the whole first half. For the game, he had 15 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
Stuff happened on the coaching staff where they weren't communicating to us as players, and stuff happened, and that's why the runs broke out. But as you look at our defense, like we was really a top 5 defense. The numbers didn't match, but if you look at the games, we kept us in the games a lot.
Plus, you play in a faster pace. It's different.
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, that obviously changed, but the defense overall was good. Just on the film, and I know I'm biased, but it was good. Shut down freaking Jalen Hurts.
I mean, the only bad games you could say we honestly had was the first 2 games of the season with Texas and whoever played after Texas. Other than that,
Vandy. Yeah, whatever.
Other than that, we were locked in on defense. Like, for them to move the ball, they would have to go the whole field 12 plays.
I want to be clear. We still win the game if ETN scores. We do.
We do, but it's a different game.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know because they don't score the rest of the way, and we end up winning by 17. And the thing people get mistaken is it looked like that game was a blowout, but it wasn't.
Really wasn't.
It was not.
They was up 17-7 the whole game. I mean, we was getting stops in.
Right.
But we just couldn't get a stop on the other side of the field. It was always a stop on the 50. They punt the ball off and got the ball on the 10-yard line. So, I mean, it's just a game that we just had to keep clawing and fighting. That's another example. Like, we just holding our ground as much as we could.
What do you want your NFL career to look like from this point forward?
I just want to be the best me that's possible. I want to see the real me every game and not just 15 out of the 17 games. I just want to be consistent on my aggressiveness, on my decision making, just what makes me me, what makes me great. That's all I want is just to be consistent at doing that.
Last one. Shout out New Roads, Louisiana. Shout out Ventress. Shout out the Fobb family. Shout out the Queen family. National Championship Parade. How weird was that? You're MVP. You see all your family, all your friends that all believed in you, and you're going through this parade. My uncle's float, by the way. I just wanted to put that out there. And you see all these people, and they're emotional, and you're emotional. I heard from people, my family that were there, that it was just crazy, the atmosphere. Walk us through that.
Yeah, it's different when you're in a place that you grew up and just going back and you just see all the support, everybody there for you, and just it's a feeling you can't describe. It's not like the natty don't even get close to that feeling that you get when you're riding through your own city.
And New Roads Mardi Gras goes crazy.
Always.
Our catchphrase is "Let's go." So I need Patrick Queen, National Championship MVP, to give me your best. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, PQ, man. I appreciate you so much,
you.
man. There you go, man. Thank you, bud. Boom! I got one more very important thing to share with you before you go. But first, let PQ know on all social media platforms that you loved this conversation. This man is going through a lot right now as they're determining his future. So obviously we want to stand behind PQ, one of the LSU legends. His breakdowns of those plays is just chilling, especially knowing all the film stuff that we do on this channel. Now, something else. I had a whole lot of fun going to this memorabilia card show. It's our Arclitex card show. Big thanks to Ty Christiana for having us there. And if you have an LSU event that you want us to go to and, just have a party, interview whoever, let me know. We're posting all kinds of content on all social media platforms. You can contact me on any of them. And we would love to do it. We love to interview athletes, anyone involving LSU lore. Just get in the comment section or just hit me up, baby. Can't hurt. Let's do it. Let's go. Boom! Floating in your face right now, our interview with Michaela Williams, and boom, some film study with Jeray Jenkins. Make sure you check it out. It is PHL, baby. Let's go. And tonight, it's taco night.